Hi everybody, we're going to be starting a project, a sewing or a stitching project. We're going to be making our own letters on our plastic canvas with yarn. So I'm going to show you what I'm giving everybody. You're going to start with a box, and each box is labeled with an S and then the number that the box is. They're all basically the same. Inside of the box is a small piece of plastic canvas. It's a rigid piece of plastic that has holes in it, and this is what we're going to sew on. But we're marking the boxes so that you can give me your box at the end of each class with all of your supplies inside, and the next time I'll give you the box back. I'm also giving you a pattern sheet with the alphabet on it. I am going to start with my initial, C for Catherine. And so I only have the one sheet, but you're going to have a sheet that has all of the letters on it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open your box and take out your plastic. And you're going to center your letter on your plastic. You're really just looking kind of to see where it will fit. You can do two letters, so you might want to start on one side or the other. I'm only going to start with one because I just want to show you how I'm doing it. The first one, I'm just going to be following the pattern, not writing it on. So after you are ready, after you've decided if you're doing one letter or two, I will give you a needle and I'll let you choose a color of yarn. I'm going to start with purple. You don't need a ton to start with. Okay. You're going to thread the needle. And before you ask for help with that, I want you to try, and we can go over it slowly in class. All right, so since I'm not going to draw on my canvas, I'm going to be using my pattern by counting. I'm going to count how many squares it uses from the widest part. So from the widest part, I have 1, 2, and then I have all these blanks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the largest. So I'm also going to count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the reason I did that is because I don't want you to start way over on one end, one way or the other, and then you not have time or enough space to fill your entire letter. So I'm going to make sure, I said it was 10 wide and 16 tall. So I'm going to make sure that wherever I start, I'm going to have 10 this way and 16 that way. So I'm going to start with this hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just enough room. So I'm going to look at the bottom of my C because that's where I'm going to start. And I'm going to go up from the back. So I take my needle and I go up from the back and I leave a tail. I'm leaving a tail so it doesn't come through. I'm not going to create a knot because it makes it kind of messy when you're doing this. So I'm going to hold it with my finger on the tail and I'm going to pull up. And so I see that I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. So here's my first. I'm going to go 1, and I'm going to catch my tail. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so my tail is stuck underneath the first row, and by doing that, then I didn't need a knot, and I don't have to hold it anymore. So each one of these equals 1 square. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my next row, the first one was 6. The next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It added 1 square on each side of the bottom row. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to add, so right here I started here. This time I'm going to start 1 out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. No, that's right. What did I do? Oh, I skipped one. Sorry. You can always go back through to undo it. So let me show you what I just did with that. There's 2 ways to undo a stitch you did. You can either go back up the hole that you just went down, or you can take off the needle and pull it out. And then you have to rethread your needle. Okay. All right. So now I have my first 2 rows. I have my 6 here and my 8 here. So the next one's going to be 1 more square wide for each row. So I'm going to come back and do 1 more from here. So I'm going up, pulling it tight, and then I'm going back down. And I'm going to do that all the way across. So by doing it this way, I'm not marking anything on my canvas or my plastic canvas. I am only counting and following the rows that are printed on the paper. After I do the full C, I'm going to show you how to do it by writing on the canvas, and I'll let you make the decision how you do that. All right, so 1 more. Okay, so here's where it's going to change a little bit. So this was 6, 8. Oh, I screwed that up. So look, I was supposed to go down here. So this is only 2 tall, and I have it 3 tall. So I'm going to show you how I undid that stitch. So I took my needle off, and I'm going to use it to pull up the thread. And then I'm going to undo it. So I'm just pulling out what I did, because I wasn't counting right. And that's okay. this kind of embroidery or needlepoint is really easy because you can undo it without damaging your material or your canvas. Okay. There we go. So this one went 1, 2, 3 over. So there's my 1, 2 stitch. I'm starting my third. All right. So there we go. So 6, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to start back there. So there's going to be 4 holes instead of the purple. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to pick it back up. So I skipped where the yarn is not. All right, there we go. Okay, so now I need to go back over to this side, and I'm going to do those 2. So it goes directly above from where I was. I'm not going out anymore. I'm going straight up. And I'm going to do 2 stitches. And after I do this part, I'm just going to speed it up so you can see how I get to it. All right, so I did 1, 2, and now I need to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another way I could look at it is I am going in 1 from there. Okay. I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to do the rest of the C, and I'll come right back. All right, so I'm right to here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm starting my 10th, and it goes 1, 2, 3 over. So I did my 1, 2, 3 over. Now this is where, so it went 3 over, and I skipped 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed that again.